This is me on day 0 of learning German.
Wir sehen ich heute.
This is me on day 7.
Hallo, sprichst du Deutsch? Ja, klar. Freut mich.
And this is me on day 15.
Möglichkeit.
Die Möglichkeit.
Das Gold.
Das Gold.
Sommer.
Der Sommer.
Katze.
Die Katze.
But before I show you all that, if you're new here, there's some stuff that you need to know. First is that I'm learning German from zero, almost 2 hours per day, every day live streaming in this same channel. Second is that I will be doing this for 2 months, and my goal in the end is to have a basic conversation with a native German in Tandem app, this one. And third is that the whole method I'm using to study is explained in the first video of this series, which I highly recommend you to watch before this one, and you can do it clicking right here in the tag. But the quick version of how I've been studying is with 3 pillars. First and the most important one is the unlock, which is finding the one idea behind the whole pile of grammar rules, plus learning the vocabulary people actually use in real life, and learning lots of German culture, being surrounded by it like music, videos since day one. And the mission for this week was the thing that everyone warns me about, the German genders. And in the end of the week, my first contact with the famous German cases. Yeah, this was a hard week. So let me show you how it went, because it definitely wasn't as I was planning it to be. So, day 8. And day 8 actually started with a gift. A native in the chat while I was live streaming telling me that my pronunciation actually got better. What do you think about my pronunciation now? I think it's even a lot better than 2 days ago. Thank you, man. Because you don't overpronounce many things anymore. Thank you. Yeah. I feel like I'm more comfortable too. And man, that made my day. Thank you, Janusz. I hope you are being honest. And then came the unlock that changed how I see every German word. You don't guess the gender by what the word means. You read it by how the word ends. Read the tail, not the face. That's the unlock. Like Mädchen. Mädchen is girl, so girl, it should be this, die Mädchen, right? Wrong. Because this ending hen makes things neuter, make it always be das. So it's das Mädchen. So I'm not memorizing thousands of genders anymore. I'm learning like a dozen little factories, and each factory only makes one gender. And then I had another idea that would help me a lot with the studies this week and also in the next weeks, which is creating little exercise for those unlocks, which you will see pretty soon. And so day 9, which I almost skipped. I had my weekly Tandem party that day in the Tandem app, and I was there for around 1 hour talking with people from Switzerland, Germany. Since we've watched a video explaining a little bit more about the working culture in Germany, I wanted to talk about that in the party. And then people were explaining to me how it is in the companies they work in Germany and Switzerland, which was very, very interesting, and I learned stuff that wasn't in the videos, you know? That's why I love to talk with real people. And if you also are learning not only German but any other language, and if you want to have this real experience with real people, why not come to Tandem? There you will have a language exchange which you can put in your profile, like I want to learn German and I speak English. So it will appear for you people that are German natives and want to learn English, so you can teach a little bit while you are learning, and all that with features like translation in the chat, so you don't have to go outside to keep translating things. And you can also go to a Tandem party, which are always happening every day in the most different languages you can imagine. There you have this voice chat where some people are speaking and others are just listening, and you can be there listening and practicing your listening, or you can ask to speak and you'll be one of the speakers and have this real nice chat with people from all over. And there are many other features that I won't have time to talk here. So if you want to come, I will add a link in the description below and also in the pinned comment with a code for you to have also 30 days of Tandem Pro. Here you can also see the featured party schedule, which you can access in this link, and mine are happening every Thursday. So if you want to come and talk directly with me and have this conversation about German, you're welcome to. And after the Tandem party, I had some issues with my internet and I could only open the live stream to study like very late for me, 10 p.m. and I didn't study as much as I wanted. But you know what? A little bit is better than nothing. And that tired little session actually gave me one of the best learnings in the week. So it is like this. In English, the order of the sentence is the boss. It tells you who does what. So the dog sees the man. If you flip it, The man sees the dog. Now the man is the one seeing. But German fired this boss. It's like every noun has a little hat that tells you who is doing what in the sentence, and the order of the sentence doesn't matter that much. So you can flip the sentence, but the meaning stays the same.
Okay, so if I say der Hund sieht den Mann, I'm saying the dog sees the man. But if I say der Mann sieht der Hund, still the dog sees the man. Yeah, this concept is alien for me.
Any of the languages I speak right now has this kind of feature, let's put it like that. And honestly, it's still very alien for me, but at least now I am understanding it better, slowly better every day. And then we come to day 10. And now it's time to finally show you the surprise I said in the last week's video about the 3 little apps that I did to practice what I've been learning. The first one being to practice exactly the genders and these endings, the tails that we've learned in the unlock. The second one being to practice creating sentences using the brackets from one of the past unlocks. And the third one is to help me practicing role-playing with like imagining I'm in a real situation and trying to induce me to produce more sentences instead of just recognizing them. Because after a while studying, I've noticed this problem where like if I'm doing flashcards, I can read and remember what they mean, but when it's about to producing it from my memory, I always struggle. So this third app is meant to help me with this. And then after practicing for a while, we decided to watch some culture, and this happened.
Germans also try drinking warm beer.
Warm beer to cure colds? No, I'm sorry, this is not for me. And this wasn't even the weirdest one. They also say to put a chopped onion in a sock and put it close to your ear. If you are German, please tell me if this is real. I can't believe in that. One part of the practice that was the highlight of this day for me was definitely the negative in the sentence. So for example, to say, I can't help you today. In German, you would say, ich kann dich heute nicht helfen, which the literal translation would be something like, I can you today not help. So yeah, it was very weird for me to start feeling the order of the sentence in German, you know? But we are improving, slowly improving. We were, because after that, for 6 days, I didn't study at all. No live stream, no flashcards, nothing. Life happened, I had some problems to solve. I was very, very sad that I couldn't be studying, but we came back. I could just cut this part of the video and say the week was perfect and just skip for day 7 without saying that I couldn't study for 6 days. But I'm not going to do that because this is how language learning actually is. Life happens to everyone and the important part is just to not give up. It's okay if you didn't study for 6 days, for a week, for a month. Come back. Keep studying. You have the necessary to learn any language that you want. Coming back was this scary part. I thought I wouldn't remember anything that I've studied in the past days. But for my surprise, I didn't. And so day 11 also gave to me one of my favorite words in German so far. Entschuldigung. 14 letters to just say sorry. Why does they have such a big word to say sorry? And the answer was wonderful. Wunderschön. So breaking the words, I've learned that Schuld is guilt. And the "and" in the beginning means like to undo something. So Entschuld is to unguilt. The ich in the end is the adjective maker. It's like putting the y in English. And then if you put the and in the end, you turn it into an action. So entschuldigen is the act to unguilt someone, to excuse. And every action you can turn into a noun, putting instead of an in the end. So Entschuldigung literally means the act of removing guilt, an apology, an excuse. Sorry, isn't that amazing? And with that, we come to day 12. The day of paying the bill. I've spent 6 dayaways and all those flashcards were there waiting for me to come back. And as I said, my biggest fear was that I had forgotten everything. But no, I could remember a great part of them. And look at the score of one of my practices of the day. 28 out of 34. 82% correct and 0 verbs out of the place. And the cultural thing of the day that was surprising to me is that German has a machine to slice bread. I felt like I'm in the Stone Age using knife. And that they also have free university. Like, can I come to study Germany? Please? And day 13, one of the moments everyone was saying that is the reason that German is such a hard language, the cases. But honestly, the way in was way less scarier than I thought it would be. We started simple, just with the concept. We have the same person, but each one doing different things. Ich is when I do something and then I'm moving the sentence. Mich is when the thing lands on me, I am being the target of someone doing something in the sentence. And mich is when I receive it. So the question you need to do in a sentence before you write or you think about it is, what job is this word doing? Which is very hard in the beginning because every time you want to say something you have to be thinking, oh, what is this doing in the sentence? But after doing it lots of times, the process becomes natural and you just say it. And that's what we're gonna be working on the next week. So if you don't want to lose the progress I'm making, don't forget to subscribe and to watch the video next week as soon as it gets out. Since I was understanding a bit more of German now, I decided to do something different. In the Tandem app, they have these free German classes in partnership with Deutsch Connect. It's those pink featured parties you will see in the weekly schedule. And I was there in one that was A1, A2 level and it helped me a lot. So if you are also learning German, no matter which level you are, there will be some classes for free for you. So again, don't forget to download it and get your 30 days code of Tandem Pro here in the description and in the pinned comment. And day 14, it was supposed to be the big day, the big challenge. But in the middle of the live stream, I was like 30 minutes in and I had no internet, no live stream. I still studied, I still did what I had to do, but unfortunately, I don't have it recorded. Which means the proof of this week has to be on day 15. And this is where you can feel the week working. Reading most of the genders on site, no more guessing. Of course, there will be lots of guessing, but you know what I mean? Like I did not know anything about genders and I was already being able to understand one of the most important words in German and know which gender it was. Sehr gut. And the main difference from week 1 is that now I know why each word is in the sentence the way they are. So for example, with the sentence Ich kann dich verstehen. Ich is in the first position because it's the subject. And it's ich and not mich or mir because it's the doer of the sentence. It's the one doing something, moving the sentence forward. Kann is in the second position because it's the dressed verb. It's the start of the bracket. Dich is in the third position because it's another pronoun. And it will go always the closest it can to the dressed verb. And of course, it's dich because it's the target of the sentence. It's not doing or receiving anything. And verstehen is in the end because it's the end of the bracket. It's the naked verb, the infinitive. So yeah, I finished this week with that good feeling that I was understanding way more than what I did in day 7. And that was the second week of learning German. Again, I've studied an average of 2 hours per day, which means now we have a total of 32 hours studied. Next week, we're gonna do lots of practice to internalize all that before moving forward to another thing and maybe start unlocking the past tense and how it works. So if you watched the video, thank you so much for watching it to the end. And don't forget to subscribe to watch the next videos and to download Tandem and see me there. My live streams learning German are happening in the same channel almost every day. Around 6 p.m. in Brazil time, which would be around 11 p.m. in Germany. You will always be welcome to come and chat with me. So I hope I will see you in the next week with another recap. Tschüss!